Hi ladies, it's me again. I just wanted to talk a little bit about our responsibilities in Hitbodedut. You're probably familiar with the term Hishtadlut. Hishtadlut basically boils down to what I'm required to do in order to receive Hashem's blessing, his bracha. Typically, this refers to what we're required to do as far as earning a livelihood. I am going to put it out there that it also has to do with what we are required to do with regard to responding to Hashem in Hitbodedut. So what does that mean? When we're talking to Hashem, a lot of times it feels like we're just talking. And we might as well be talking into thin air because the words are going nowhere, it seems. Or at least sometimes it can seem that way. I promise you the words are not going nowhere. Let's start there. Those words, Hashem treasures each and every one of them. So absolutely know that your words are not going nowhere, that they are very sweet and treasured by Hashem. With regard to what we're supposed to do, when we're in Hitbodedut, we're talking with Hashem, we should be remembering that it should be conversation, as if we're talking to a person. Hashem is not a person, but as if we're talking to a person, in much the same way that we talk to our friends, right? So how does that go? So a conversation is an exchange. It's not a one-way, it's not a monologue. It's not a one-way street. So when we're in Hitbodedut, there are going to be times where we take a breath. We pour out our heart. We beg, we plead. We negotiate sometimes. Not a good idea, by the way. But we beg, we plead, we talk to Hashem, we tell him what's on our mind, we tell him what's in our heart. We offer up those things that we think we need. We tell Hashem, this is what I need. Please give it to me. We beg for change for ourselves. Then we need to take a breath. And allow the words that we have spoken to reach Shemayim, but also to penetrate our own heart. Because as the words penetrate our own heart, we start to process them, and we start to be able to hear messages back from Hashem. Hashem guides us in the direction we need to go. So if we take that breath in the middle of our Hitbodedut and then pick up again, and maybe take another breath, and just listen not only to the words you've spoken, but to what thoughts and ideas Hashem is putting in your heart, in your mind. In those moments is where you're going to get the direction you need. And then it's our responsibility to act on it. So this video is going to be a little bit longer than usual, but I just want to say, as you know, my topic this 40-day round is health. So as I've been talking to Hashem, I've already discussed with you some micro-shifts that I'm seeing and feeling. But as I'm talking to Hashem, I'm allowing the space for Hashem to guide me. So I'm allowing that breath during Hitbodedut, and I'm watching for messages when I'm not actually active in my Hitbodedut, because Hashem sends us love notes everywhere. We just have to pay attention. So I watch for the messages that Hashem sends me throughout the day. And through those messages, I have been learning and understanding that I am needing to put in place firmer measures for myself, but I'm getting the chizuk from Hashem. I'm getting the strength from Hashem that I'm not in this alone, that Hashem is here with me and He is really guiding me in this. And it's only through His help that I am able to take the next step. So what's the next step? So one of my next steps has been that I have joined a facility that I'm able to go to in our 110-degree weather and walk indoors on a treadmill. So that was one of my next steps. I had been toying with the idea for quite some time of buying a treadmill, but even in our beautiful home, there's really not a space for a treadmill to live here. So Hashem led me down the path to find the things that the part that I needed, the piece that was missing for me. So that's one example of I actually got a piece of mail that told me about a program that's here in the community, and that's how I ended up following through on that. But again, Hashem is the one in charge of everything, and that is how it came to me. I could have simply thrown that piece of mail away and not opened it and read it, because it looked like junk mail. So there are, Hashem gives us the messages we need, and then it's our responsibility to follow through and to take the next step. So I am going to leave this off here with a bracha that each and every one of us will connect with Hashem. We will breathe in those spaces so that we can hear from Hashem, and that we will see and recognize Hashem's love notes to us each and every day. All right, ladies, hatzlacha v'bracha, and let me know how you're doing on your 40-day journey. Be well.